Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all. Wyclef Jean.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? What's going on? How was your weekend? How was your day? Hey, Lisha, I see you. Y'all see Steve over here in the comments. Y'all, guess what? Steve is my special guest on this wonderful evening that the Lord has made. Hi, Steve.
Hello, Tiffany. How are you?
I am fantastic. How you feeling?
I feel good. Thank you.
Steve, I'm going to, when I leave here, I'm going to go ahead and do what you said. Get those, what is it? You said Gatorade and...
Or Pedialyte.
I've never had Pedialyte. What does it taste like?
You can't taste it. You just got to put it down to, replenish yourself.
Y'all, your girl got sick off of the food from the cafeteria. And Steve was like, I've been telling you to stop eating that stuff. And I have not listened. But I'm listening now because I'm in pain.
She hasn't been listening.
I haven't been listening. Steve, do you know how good it is to have you up here?
Oh, well, thank you. It's a heat wave and we're trying to stay cool.
We're trying to stay
cool. Thank God for that storm and that rain that just came through out here in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Storm and Norm brought the storm. That's what happened.
So, Tiffany doesn't feel good, guys. So I want you guys to send us some healing and love and support. She's not feeling well.
No, but I wasn't canceling because we rocking out tonight.
Yeah, she's a trooper.
We rocking out. Thank y'all so much. And I definitely need y'all prayers and stuff because I said, Norm, I'm going to need Steve to lead this because I'm not canceling.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm nervous saying that too. I was shook when I said that.
The inmates will be running the prison.
Steve, I told you do not.
The inmates will be running the prison.
Steve, tell Steve do not make me laugh because my stomach, I am in so much pain from getting sick earlier from this charcoal burger that had no flavor that I probably shouldn't have eaten. So
shouldn't eat it. Shouldn't have eaten it
at all. Thank you so much. Try it again, Takesha. If you're watching, try it again because Sophia got on. Sophia was able to get on. Try the link again. So, y'all, we got a couple of things we're going to talk about. Of course, I just got to do you know how I do. I do the rundown first, right? Of course. So, guess what? It's happening. People are registering. January 4th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. We will be back at the Pines Manor. Yes, indeedy to the needy for the Women's Conference of the Year. You know, guys, we start off every year with this annual women's conference with Unbothered the Movement. And this year, 2025, it's going to be #NoFilter. Yes, indeed. And people are starting to register, and I'm so super duper dope excited. Y'all make sure you go to www.unbotheredthemovement.com and register for your spot. And then you guys know, did I tell you, Steve, that we do an Unbothered in North Carolina?
What?
Isn't that exciting?
Congratulations, it's growing.
It's growing. Thank you.
Now it's starting to monetize it, and
it's
time to buy that name and the website before.
Got it.
So congratulations.
The name is an LLC. It's trademark. Nobody could take it.
Congratulations.
And I did my website. Thank you. Oh, Steve, I'm clapping right now.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
I know you
are. That's Unbothered, right?
That's Unbothered.
That's your baby, and you're growing your baby.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
Unbothered.
Unbothered. And then, of course, if you want to book your girl, you got to go ahead and hit me up. admin@unbotheredthemovement.com. Go ahead and hit your girl up if you need a speaker, radio host, event host, because this is what your girl does. I have a book out that I just don't even push that much anymore because I got 4 books sitting in my head that I just have not made the time to get out. But at the end of the day, I do voiceovers. If you are part of Shiloh Baptist Church, y'all hear me every Sunday. Yes, indeed. Y'all hear me every Sunday. And if you would like to advertise your business, you guys can go ahead and holler at me right here. Go ahead and inbox me on Facebook so I could help push your business, your event, if you're an author, if you're an artist, whatever it is that you got going on. But be mindful that I do have the right to say no, because the way that this show, and not even just the show, the way that the show is set up, there's certain things I'm just not going to put out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. But at the end of the day, if you want to advertise here on the Make Me Matter radio show, we got some good viewers that would love to buy from you. So holla at your girl. And I think, Steve.
Yes.
I started the 2025 Desiree Barnes Unbothered Tuition Scholarship Fund. You want to know why? Because Desiree Barnes is the reason why Unbothered came into fruition. She was the one who said, Tiff, why don't you do a women's movement in a conference? I said, absolutely not. That was 6 years ago. If it wasn't for her sound, the vision would not have come to pass. It was her voice that pushed me and said, just do one. And after I did the first one, people were looking for more. So in order to honor her, I wanted her name on something. So big shout out to Desi B. We have the Unbothered Tuition. So if you're going back to school, if you're in school, the check will not be made out to you, but it will be made out to the school. So that's what we got going on. And tonight's topic, hey, Pam, hey, thank you so much, Lisha. Dawn, God bless you. Good to see you. And my Pamkins is on here. So, y'all, I got a couple of videos I'm going to show really, really quick. You guys know I like to start with some funnies first, and then we're going to bring in the loyalties that are chilling in the Zoom room. Did you guys hear that Kobe Bryant's dad died?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, 69 years old. Super duper sad to hear of his passing. It's like that family has been through enough, publicly. But his father did pass away. All right, y'all, we're going to get into a couple of funnies real quick. Check out this little kid right here.
He said he never drops the ball, so I had to see for myself.
Bobby.
Really, Mom?
Really, Mom?
Really?
Bobby.
Really?
Bobby!
Bobby. Really, Mom? I told you already. I'm the best receiver class of 2030. Now, good night.
That kid there, I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Boonster. It's good to see you. Hi, Laverne. How are you? Yeah, that kid gave me life. When I saw that today, that gave me life. So I said, he was like, really, Ma? Mom was trying to catch him off guard, and it wasn't happy. Now, y'all know, this is my favorite granny.
Okay, so my grandma's very specific with her blaster. She's working on some right now.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hey, Grandma.
Actually, I think Holden's been in here messing with these, and he's got them all messed up.
Grandma, I'm right here. You pretend like...
Well, someone's been in here.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm straightening them up. Whoever messed us up.
Oh, that's cool.
What's that? What's this? Hey, we don't start touching stuff like that. Well, you loved me last time. I know I did. Whoa.
Oh,
Young lady, get out of here.
Oh, Grandma, she was just trying to touch one thing.
Snapper, get out of here.
Grandma, she was just wanting to see.
I'm sorry. Okay, don't do it again.
Grandma, I just brought her over. I didn't expect you to do that.
You know better.
Oh, she just wanted to, like, hold one of them.
I know she did, and now she knows too much.
Grandma is no joke. Now she knows too much. I love that granny. I love her. Those videos, she is hilarious. She takes her grandson's car and just goes on a run and just pulls back up. And he's like, "Did you take my car?" Now this is funny. And then we get ready to start moving. I think I have one more. Yeah, one more.
You're writing me a ticket?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know who my father is?
Why? Didn't your mother tell you?
Imagine getting pulled over and then a cop says, and she says, do you know what my father is? He said, didn't your mother tell you? And then this one here. Steve, I had no idea that people actually take time out to do certain things involving people's houses from their car. Can you imagine watching TV and then this happen?
She fall in love with me. She fall in love with me. It's so easy to love me. Fall in love with me. She fall in love with me. It's so easy to love me. She fall in love with me.
Dude, if somebody was riding around your area with a universal remote control and Steve,
It doesn't usually work like that. You got to program it to the television, but
really,
it's funny.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that right there took me out. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get the girls in. We got a couple of people that's joining on the Zoom. Hey, Pastor Mark, one of my faves. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. So good to see you on here. So, I don't know if you guys saw. Hey, Auntie Nay. Who saw Divorce in the Black over the weekend? Who saw Divorce in the Black over the weekend? I need to know who saw it.
I watched it before I came here.
Steve?
And I want my 2 hours of life back.
Steve! Oh my gosh, Steve.
I want my 2 hours of life back.
Why do you want your 2 hours of life back?
I could have did anything. I could have watched paint dry. I could have colored. I could have sat and watched vegetables grow.
What?
There are so many more interesting things. I could have been tortured, waterboarded. There are so many more interesting things I could have done except for outside of watching that drivel.
Outside of watching
I want my 2 hours of life back.
Deborah Dade said that she did. I need to know what you guys thought about Divorce in the Black. What did you guys think about it? Did you guys like it? Did you love it? Did you say, okay, it's typical Tyler Perry? Did you say it was, like Steve, it was a waste of my 2 hours? I want my 2 hours back. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I loved it.
Jurisdiction, is that Alicia? Alicia Jurisdiction said Tyler Perry was an abused woman in his past life.
Oh my gosh, Alicia, I'm not doing
I
this
believe
today. I'm
Jurisdiction,
not doing this.
I'm with you.
Alicia, Tyler Perry was not an abused woman in his past life.
I think she's right.
Oh my God. But did you guys like it? Can I be honest with you about something? I liked it.
Please be honest.
I liked it. I liked it. I watched it a couple of times. I watched it again today.
What you thought of times?
I did.
You know, one thing I'll say about Tyler Perry, he hires a lot of black actors. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. He has a formula that's continuously pumping out these movies, that's continuously getting views, just like the Madea plays.
Right.
He has a certain formula. He has like Alicia Dixon just said, Alicia Dixon said, the same old story over and over. And if you're a tall, handsome man, it's mandatory that you take off your shirt at some juncture of this movie. If you're 6 foot and over and you halfway got a body, oh, you're taking that shirt off in Tyler Perry's movie.
Are you talking about Benji?
I'm talking about every Tyler Perry movie. The scene where the divorce party, all the men coming with the shirts off. Benji got to rip his shirt off. But you see, the antagonist didn't take his shirt off because he's not a well-built, 6 foot something handsome man. But if everybody that's 6 foot handsome and whatever, that shirt's coming off. Trust me. Oh, you're going to be topless, sir.
Stop. Wait.
Oh, you're taking that shirt off, handsome sir. Trust me. Handsome sir, take that shirt off. Take it off.
Norm, don't feed into this mess.
Hi, I'm Tyler Perry. Hi, I'm Mr. 6 foot handsome guy looking for a movie role. Take your shirt off. You're hired.
Wait, I'm not doing this. Oh my God, let me tell you something. Yeah, I appreciated Benji a great deal. I thought Benji was a nice character. See, now look, let's be honest. He let Benji be the nice guy.
First of all, Benji, take that shirt off. It'll be a
Malika said, take it off.
That's what I'm saying. Malika's right. It could be a scene where the guy is reading a book. He got to pull his shirt off. He could be adding seasoning to the soup. He got to rip his shirt. Hi, you're 6 foot. Take that shirt off. But Benji, the thing I didn't like about Benji
was
who wants all of that drama in their life?
But
let the woman get divorced and handle her business and get her emotional intelligence back before you step in and trying to be. They shot and beat up the dad. He want to rescue the gay. Take it off. This show is sponsored by Take It Off. Take Your Shirt Off is the official sponsor of Tyler Perry and making me madder.
What are we doing? What is he doing?
Tyler Perry is also a marketing genius, right?
Right.
So the higher demographic that pays and supports his films is women.
Women.
That's what he's catering to.
That's right. Take it off. Take your shirt off. But Benji was doing a little too much. It's okay to want to date her, but let the ink dry.
Let the
emotional healing happen. Let her solve the drama with her in-laws and her family.
Said off.
Yeah, I've been waiting for.
That's what he said.
But
which means he's been waiting for her when he was married.
Yeah, so you. Take it. Norm, how tall are you, Norm? 6'4". Take it off.
Oh God.
Take your shirt off. Norm said I'm 6'4". Take your shirt off.
Oh God. I'm not doing this. Malika, I am hollering. Yeah, wait a minute. What did Lisha say? She said there's a Benji in every movie. Oh Lord, my auntie Nay said, why you got your shirt off?
I'm auditioning for the next role in Tyler Perry. I'm gonna be the evil dark skinned guy in the next Tyler Perry movie. You notice all the evil dark skin, evil. Take your shirt off. Exactly. Rick Fox, Shamar Moore, Benji, Boris Kojo. It's always some tall, light skinned, handsome guy coming to save the day. And guess what they're gonna do? Say it. Take your shirt off.
Okay, so wait a second.
Take it off.
That Rick Fox and that Boris Kojo. My goodness, today.
Shamar Moore, what was he doing? Moving furniture with his shirt off.
She wants to marry me.
Boris, he was a bus driver. He driving a bus with his shirt off.
Boris didn't take his shirt off. Driving the bus with his shirt off.
Rick Fox supposed to be a basketball retired coach here in the gym shooting with his shirt off. Benji is supposed to be a farmer. He had to take his shirt off.
Oh my God.
Tyler Perry.
Why, y'all?
Take your shirt off.
Can y'all get him? Because guess what? I'm all for it. That Rick Fox is fine. Rick Fox is fine. Boris been fine since day one. Shamar is all right. I mean, I thought Shamar was cute back in the Soul Train days, but his dance moves made me.
Yeah, he was cringeworthy.
Very much so.
Shamar with the fake cornrows, exactly. Yeah. Alicia's rocking with us. Take your shirt off. He's supposed to be moving
Auntie
furniture.
said lie.
Take your shirt off.
Hey, Mother E, good to see you. Mother, we talking about Divorce in the Black.
Is that Mother E?
That's Mother E.
I saw her with her boyfriend in one of them pictures. Go ahead, Mother E. Woo. I saw Mother E in some pictures with some handsome guy.
Ooh.
Take his shirt off.
Oh, God. I can't do this today. Bless you, Elder Felder. Good to see you. So I'm going to bring in two ladies that are in the Zoom room right now. They should be in the Zoom room. And I'm going to go ahead and let them. Oh, yeah. If y'all are in the Zoom room, you guys got to turn your video on. Hey, Takesha.
Hey, Tiffy.
Hey, Sophia. How are y'all? It's good to see y'all.
It's great to be here.
Yes,
I've
Lord.
been stuck here laughing at everything Steven's saying.
I'm so done with him. Take the shirt off.
No.
I'm so done. Takesha, what did you think about the movie? I'm going to tell you something that I found very interesting, and I definitely want to hear what Steve is going to say.
Take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off. I'm not doing this. Takesha, what you think about the movie?
I actually love the movie. I've watched it twice. It was really good. I like how Steven put, the different perspectives in what Tyler Perry's bringing. I love the fact that he makes them take off their shirts. That's something that we as women want to see. So thank you, Steven. Whatever.
Because we still hold women.
He knows the audience that he's appealing to. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So
indeed.
we like that. And if it's not broke, why fix it?
Come on and talk about it.
Exactly.
Talk that thing.
I know a lot of his movies are repetitive with some of the scenes and stuff. They have a different plot twist and stuff, but they are repetitive. But if it ain't broke, it works. We still going to the box office to see it, and we still showing up, sitting up, watching it on Prime and everything else. Why change up the line? I love it.
You love it. Sophia, what did you think? Oh, yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
So I have another spin on it. And I'm not here to critique anyone. I thank Tyler Perry for what he's doing in our community. Actually, as I told you, Tiff, Linda, the mother of the boys, I called them in the show, Ursula Robinson, she went to school with me. She actually graduated before I did.
She played the mess out of that part.
An amazing job in that. I mean, when we all congratulated her on Facebook. She's been acting for a very long time. I think she's a professor at South Carolina State, or she runs the theatrical department there. But she did an amazing job. But what I would say is, I don't really watch American TV. I watch K-dramas, and I have to say that, like everybody, I know he has a market, but I think the plots in his movies are horrible. I'm sorry.
Really?
I like it because of my Black culture, right?
Right.
But because I watch K-dramas, that there's no comparison to K-dramas, right? Like for instance, I'm realistic.
K-drama. Explain what K-drama is.
Korean TV, Korean drama.
Oh.
And I watch in subscript, or I'll watch in English or whatever. But their shows are so well put together. What I mean, like not being realistic, is Debbie Morgan, Megan's mother in the movie. You're in the supermarket and you're fussing at an older woman. Nobody calls the police.
Yeah, that girl Molly was standing there just.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So make it a little bit more realistic for me. Like even with the pig, was it the pigs that were killed in the pharmacy?
Please don't make me laugh. Please don't. You already.
I was like, you kidding me right now? And them beating up the father and nobody coming to, like, it was just like, I think times are different. I know the South is the South. I went to school in the South. I visited a lot parts of the South, but you mean to tell me nobody could help the dad?
But don't forget, the dad went on their territory and on their land.
That's true.
So he could scream loud, bloody murder all he needed to. There was nobody that was going to hear them on their land.
Yeah. And then the ending, the ending could have been, I agree with, is that Steve is his name?
Mm-hmm, that's Steve.
I agree with Steve. Like, it's like always one dimensional. Like you get the girl. I mean, the wigs could be better also. I'm sorry to say the wigs, Megan's wig could have been better. Her clothing could have been better. I mean, I critique these kind of things.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it was a good Friday evening watch or whatever it was. I have a lot of friends that came out of the theater, so we critique stuff like that.
I absolutely love what you both said, because what both of you said make a lot of sense. Steve, I hear you over
I'm
there.
going to start watching K-dramas.
Ooh, don't you start. You will be addicted. Trust me.
But I get what you're saying. It does become a little unrealistic, but like I said in the beginning, he has a great demographic. He has a great support.
Yes.
And like you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because you start fixing it, you're going to start losing your core audience.
Yeah.
And like I said, they love it when the guys take their shirts off.
Period.
Well, he's had better looking ones than Benji before.
Yeah, Boris and Rick Fox. Those were the best, the best ones ever. I've had a thing for Rick Fox. I can't even get it out. I've had a thing for liking Rick Fox for years. I just always thought he was one of them. And Chris Paul was one of my favorites. Derrick Rose. Oh, let me go run down all these basketball names that I'll never ever meet. Wait. My daddy knows I used to love Chris Paul. But okay, so I'm gonna say something. Hey Nene, hey Judy, I see you. Patricia Harris, God bless you. Good to see you. Kathy Peterson, thanks for jumping on. Y'all go ahead, tag a friend, text a friend, tell a friend. Hey Nakia, I see you. Tag a friend, text a friend, tell a friend, share this out. Let them know the Make Me Matter radio show is on the air. So, what did you think about the part when the girlfriend Rona gave Megan the list of everything that this man did to her? When I saw that, I said, oh. And I think because sometimes people, I'm not going to say just women, people make excuses as to why they stay in a relationship.
Can I go first, please?
Of course.
Storm and Norman said, we're overly critical of Tyler. It was a good movie. Now, to the point what you said, the girlfriend was overly involved due to the fact of what she was being fed. Just like she gave that lady a list of what he did that was horrible, there should have been a these are the things he did great list. And then you could have did your checks and balances unbiased. Because when you're in a relationship, it's not always all bad. So give me a list of what I did that's terrible and give me a list of what I did that's great. And then do your checks and balances. Don't just one-side me.
Because apparently they were best friends for 17 years. So, of course, when you're a best friend, you're going to go ahead and share certain details, right? So if she was given that list, here's what I think that she could have done too, Steve. Let's take a look at why his behavior was that. The mother had him kill his father. It's no telling. I wish there would have been more details around that. I wish there would have been more details surrounding Jorge Concepcion. How are you? I wish there would have been more details. Tony Vega. How are you, Tony? I wish there would have been more details around the part when he was in that bathroom breaking down with Ava, saying that his mother made him kill his father. Can you imagine being a teenager, young adult, whatever, and your mother puts this thing in your head where you need to kill your father? No, and there's no explanation as to what the father did. None. I wonder if the mother was just the problem all along, because look at how she was with the boys, with all of them. Everything the mother said was, get him out. They were like jumping up and down like, oh shoot, how high do I jump? Where do you want me to land? Do I land over here? With the mother. I think the mother was a big problem. What you saying, Norm? He was one of them. She was not the.
I'm sorry, there was 3 victims in the movie.
Go ahead.
I watched it. I'm
Stop,
the third
Steve,
victim.
I'm not. Steve, I'm not doing this. Malika said she did say he had nothing. I'm sure that list outweighed the good. Ooh. That's a good way to look at it. And she stayed. So she stayed with him. It wasn't for anything because, like you said, he had nothing. She really legit loved him. She, as much as he was drinking, as much as he was saying, you know, I'll hit you, or you know, I'll smack you, and all this other stuff, she was willing to stay. The only reason why she didn't stay was because he brought up divorce.
So what do you ladies think about that list of horrible things, ladies?
Takesha, what do you think about that list?
Yeah, I personally thought she was a true friend. Like, if I had a friend like that would remind me, if I'm in a predicament like that, remind me that this is not for me. This person is not for me. I don't want the rah-rah committee. So like Steve was talking about, bringing up the good and the bad, she heard all of it. You know, she's a friend for 17 years, so she heard the good and the bad, but the bad was outweighing that good. And Megan wasn't seeing that. She wasn't seeing those bad things, you know, and she had already been through, you know, seeing all that. You don't want to continue that legacy. You don't want to continue pushing that on to the next generation or whatever. She needed to end it.
And she got sick and tired of it.
I love the fact that she had that friend that showed it to her, because sometimes we are blinded. We are blinded to reality, but sitting up there watching it, looking at it right in our face, you know, on a piece of paper, like, dang, that did happen. To me, that was a true friend.
Okay. That's a great perspective.
Yeah.
Can I?
Go ahead.
So
Sophia.
I thought that was she was a ride or die friend, right? But it could have gone left-handed also. Because sometimes people are not receptive to certain things that our friends do, especially when it comes to relationships. You know, you could tell your girlfriends, you can beat them over the head. Oh, he's no good for you. He's no good for you. But that person have to get to that place where they're going to say, this is enough. So I guess her enough was when she saw the letter, but it could have gone south, right?
It could.
She could have been like, well, why are you in my business?
But you know what? She put her in her business. So if she would have asked that question, the best friend could have just said, because you put me in it.
Right.
True.
You see what I'm saying? Malika says, I call Mylika, y'all. Y'all don't call her Mylika. That's my name for her. But Malika said, Malika said, PTSD from just killing your father and your mom not taking you to therapy. You heard what she said? She said all the family was buried right there on that land. Going back and forth to that place.
But see, once you bury someone on your land, you no longer have to pay property taxes.
Right.
So that's also a financial gain.
It's a financial gain, but then you walking over the bodies every time you go to the house.
Hey, man. Get that tax break.
Oh, yeah. Get a whole lot of breaks. Hey, Fox Gallo. Good to see you.
I thought the girlfriend was definitely hyper masculine, hyper aggressive. I thought she had a way, you know, of overstepping her bounds with him.
She was too much.
And then her boyfriend was very weak and docile. That was
her husband.
Oh, her husband. Another staple of the Tyler Perry movies, the strong, over-aggressive women and the docile, excusive, passive man. And, you know, instead of the man stepping up and doing the check-in, the woman jumps out, do this, and that's right, true, and then the man always is like, hey, wait, let's wait. And the woman, wait for. So I thought, you know, those Tyler Perry, comparisons in the movies are always have the mother, get him, and the fellas and the women run the show, and the men sit back and hope the women don't hurt them. I mean, give me a break. When are you going to have a movie when the guys have a pair?
Ooh.
Get them in a pair and let them work out. Don't just make them eunuchs.
But he did. Why did I get married?
Take your shirt off.
Stop, my stomach hurts.
Take it off.
Oh, my God. I can't deal with you today. I'm trying so hard not to laugh at
Why
him.
did I get married? Who had a pair?
Remember, they all went to counseling, and then What ended up happening? Okay, the only one. Well, they ended up reconciling except for Sheila.
No.
Sheila and that guy he left with her friend. Oh, I couldn't stand him.
Okay. But I mean, I think the ladies are on point with their critiques and their opinions. I think they really watched it and you're giving some great feedback.
Yeah, I think so too. What did you think about her parents?
Whose parents?
Megan Good's.
I thought they were pretty good parents. I thought they were great examples of Southern. I raised you better than that. I don't take any mess, and you shouldn't either. I thought they were a pretty good example of great parents. I can't knock the parents.
Can I be honest with you? I hollered when he told the mother that that boy was in hell. When I tell you, I screamed.
Oh wow!
When I screamed. Stephanie Mars. Steve, can you read what Stephanie Mars just said?
This movie had a lot of messages in it. The fact that Dallas was in a family that was toxic, his own insecurities, his own mental health issues, it was a lot.
Do you think that this movie could easily set off triggers?
Send it to the ladies.
Takesha?
Yeah.
Sophia,
yeah,
you think so?
Yeah, I definitely think it definitely was sending off some triggers. When you spoke about Dallas, and the trauma of having to kill his father and everything, I actually was waiting for that to go a little bit deeper too in the story, because those things they linger. They fester. That little bit of leaven right there, it leavens the whole lump. And that stuff can cause us PTSD, and it can cause other additional mental health issues on down the road. So he was definitely suffering.
I really felt bad for him, Takesha. There was a point where I was just like, dang, this dude had to bury his brother, and that wasn't the first brother that he had to bury. And then he had to kill his father. I was really hoping more came out of that. But you see what happened? When Megan Good asked him to talk about it, she said she wanted to talk about it.
He didn't want to. Yeah.
And that is what happens in a whole lot of relationships where women are like, let's talk about this. And they're like,
and then
no.
one other thing. The fact that he was so codependent on his mom, she raised them to be codependent on her. And that's the reason why they jump so high every time she said anything, taking that dead body out the casket and everything. That was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's very traumatizing in itself.
I was like, this mother here, her face was serious.
She sort of reminded me of Precious mother.
Monique. Yeah, she really did. But guess what?
Yeah.
Tyler, I thought about that at first. I said Monique would have played the same way if she would have, but that Static is done. So he couldn't have gotten Monique for this. But she played the mess out of that role. And I think that a lot of times, too, that you try to make things become a reality, but then there's a part where it's like, could this really be somebody's life? You know what I'm saying? Could somebody really be dealing with this kind of trauma? Can somebody really be dealing with the fact that, a parent is so manipulative that the only ones they don't turn against are each other?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you go out against the world and you defend me at all costs, regardless how bad it is. So now the question comes, what happened to the mother? What got her to this place? And so there's so many different layers that I wish were uncovered in this movie. I really, really do.
Well, I think it will, because I heard he's doing a part 2.
Is he?
I hope not. I just made that up.
Steve, oh God, I told you, do not make me laugh tonight. I told you. I told him, y'all, do not make me laugh because my stomach is hurting, and he has been making me laugh the whole time, and you making my situation worse.
It was definitely
hey,
a
sweet
watch.
pea. Malika said he became defensive and say, you trying to change me. Steve, how many men? Oh, there you go. Steve, how many men have that same line of you trying to change me?
It's only me. Women try to change me. No one else. Men like Norm, they get to stay the same. Women change. They want me to change. So every other man, they can stay who they are. When women date me, I have to change.
You have to change?
Yes, I have to change.
Why they want you to change?
Because whatever it is that attracted them to me, they don't want anyone else to be attracted to it. So once they get what they want for as the attraction, now I have to tone it and watch it and don't do it anymore. And why do you do this?
But that's how they got you.
But those are the things that attracted you. So once they get
That's what I'm saying.
Now I have to tone those things down to fit in the box that I'm supposed to be in. So they try to change
So
me.
keep your
but no
shirt
one else.
on, Steve. Keep your shirt on.
Oh no, I'm auditioning. I'm going to Tyler Perry Studio. I'm auditioning. Evil dark skinned guy, me. Watch you going?
I can't do
I'm gonna make an evil dark skin plan and evil dark skin.
Steve, Stephanie Mars said sometimes men and women shut down when talking will show vulnerability.
Well, what it is a lot of time with me personally, I can't speak for all men. There have been times when I've disclosed certain vulnerabilities and it came back to bite me in the you know what. When someone gets upset or angry with me, those vulnerabilities that I thought I could trust in this person came back to bite me in my you know what. So I'm very, very, very cautious with certain vulnerabilities that I'm willing to discuss.
Willing to discuss.
Because it comes back as soon as that person gets mad or you're not the apple of their eye anymore or they think you or they feel this way. That's why you didn't get Oreo cookies in kindergarten. And it comes right back and it's like, whoa, I told you that in confidence. Why is this a weapon now? So as men, some of us, myself, I can't speak for all men, I'm a little facetious about my words when it comes to certain vulnerabilities.
And so my sissy Shantae, hey sissy, she said, I'm late, sorry. So my take is this. Dallas and those brothers all had daddy issues.
I think they have mommy issues.
I could see that, yeah.
Because daddy's dead.
Yeah, because Dallas had to kill the daddy. I wish we had more detail as to what it was. Did the dad abuse the mother, or was the mother just abusive to the father because she's seen abuse? You know, I wish that layer would have just opened up a lot more.
So what do you ladies think about men's vulnerabilities or the lack thereof? Don't get quiet on me now.
That's a touchy subject right there, right?
Get touchy.
But, I'm going to go back to the movie, Steve.
Okay, take it to the movie.
So I feel like, okay, and this is Sophia's feelings. If he had only given her the chance, which she was really sitting there and she was so patiently waiting for him because she loved him. And I've been in bad situation, and now I say, what's love's got to do with it, right? That's what I say now in my aging life. But if he had only allowed her to help him like she wanted to, she wasn't trying to be his mom, because obviously his mom was irate, right? She was just trying to love her husband and to be there for him, but he did not allow that. And I have a hard time, expressing myself when it comes to like vulnerabilities and I guess because like you said, PTSD hit me here, right? Because I've been through a lot with men, and not all men are alike. But if he had only given her the opportunity to be who she wanted to be for him, I think it would have worked.
Okay, what's about the lady's name?
Yeah.
Takesha.
I think it starts with the foundation. You have to learn at the beginning to communicate. You have to learn to allow that man to express himself. Men are they don't want to express themselves. They don't want to tell about the Oreo cookies in kindergarten like Stephen was just talking about, because they know that it's going to be coming right back up at them. So if you have that relationship where you're able to communicate about the little simple things, those harder conversations will come much easier. I've been in those places where I've been the victim, them throwing it back into my face. So I never do that to my husband. I don't throw anything back into his face because I don't know what there might be something that will trigger a PTSD moment, from his life if I did something like that. So I just feel like we have to be sensitive to their vulnerabilities. We have to listen. We have those two ears for a reason. You know, you don't always have to speak about something, but you can always take time and just listen. Sit and listen. You don't have to always fix everything either. Like Megan was trying to do. I saw the scene where she was just trying to reach over to grab his hand to show that she supported him. And he just pulled away from her, So there wasn't a new thing of him, not wanting to be there for her and not wanting the relationship per se or whatever. It was built up, So I just feel like we need to start from the beginning with cultivating communication, open communication, allowing that person to know, hey, look, I'm about to put my cell phone down because I hear that you're asking me a question right now. So let me give you all of my attention right now. Those type of things.
That's real good, Takesha.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's a really good breakdown.
But I mean,
these comments, Steve, are rolling.
Yeah, the ladies are coming in. Shantae Robinson is really typing a novel here, so we got to give her some. Shantae, she's really putting it on the table, and I like what she said about, I'm a woman and I can't raise a boy to be a full man.
Yeah,
but we do, rather they do. He's going to grow into a man regardless. Whatever you input into him, it might kick in early or late, but he's going to grow to be a man regardless. It's tough. I mean, I thought him in the movie, I thought he was a very sensitive, overreactive, angry, surly, the typical Tyler Perry antithesis or antagonist in the movie. And I didn't understand why he was behaving that way because Megan seemed as if, she was a good person, so I don't know. I didn't get it. And then he started. But how did he book her in the first place? How did he get in the first place? That's what I wanted to know. What?
So remember when she was outside running, when the father was like, go back to being competitive and do those things that you used to love. And when she was outside running, the visuals of who he used to be came across her mind.
No, he was always that person.
He was hugging her. They kissed. They made love. All of this, affection.
I see what happened now.
They were affectionate.
Yeah.
And so
she fell for the Owie Wowie.
Oh my gosh.
He put the Power U on it.
Oh God.
And once the Power U went to work, it kind of blinded a lot of red flags.
Well, you know what? Could have been. But even with them, there was a scene that she remembered them dancing. Just good moments.
Yeah.
And you know what, Steve? I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, they were 17. Okay, thank you. I remember that part, Stephanie.
They were
Mars.
17.
They were 17.
When they got together.
So they grew from children to adults, and he grew a little more. I get what it. Thank you, Stephanie Mars. I get it now.
And I think with that, how many times have we seen relationships where people revert back to, I'm going to stay because I remember how we first started or how it used to be.
That happened
and you
to me.
Me too. And you hold on to the good part in such a way, you just think that they're going to change back to what caused you to fall in love with them.
Womp, womp, womp.
But Tiff, I have to say that sometimes we ignore women. We ignore red flags.
Yeah.
We always, it could, I'm just saying some women, I shouldn't say women. And I know some men also, they ignore red flags. We could see it right in front of us, but it's like, okay, well, as a woman, I'm going to give this a shot. He's worth a shot. I'm going to really stick in with him. And the red flags are there from the beginning. Like they've been planted. They've been there. I'm sure she's been at their house before, but we ignore those red flags.
Sophia, I've said it on this show a couple of times, and Steve, you might have been on here when I've said it. One of my cousins had said that we have got to stop exchanging red flags for white flags. And
ooh, that's good.
When I tell you, I don't remember nothing else in life that she's ever said except for that.
That's good.
She said to stop changing in red flags for white flags. And that was so powerful. Because how many times have we done that? Yep. We've done that. Fox Gallo says, I concur, but it will never be the same. Very true. Shani says, as far as PTSD, and I keep saying black men because we have been programmed to think this is what it's supposed to be. Caucasian men go to therapy, but our men don't. And a few like that has a lot to do with us black women. Wow.
I would like to say as well, black men, or not black men, I don't want to speak for all, I've ignored a lot of red flags as well. And those red flags, or when I should have stepped up and said, wait, don't talk to me like that. Or I should have stepped up and said, what do you mean by that? I ignore it because I don't want to come off as sensitive. So, I'll say, okay, yeah, that's cool. And I won't say anything when I should have stood on it. So there are a lot of red flags along the lines that we will discard and then end up saying, you know what? Bam. So, we do it. I don't know if we exchange them, but we will let things slide because the good is outweighing the bad at the moment.
At the moment.
So sometimes the good is outweighing the bad, so why make a big deal over this? And then that's how I rationalize how I overstep some red flags. You know what? The good is outweighing the bad right now. So that's a little minute. That's minute. Let's keep moving in this positive direction. And now it's like, whoa. That's grown a little bit since the last time I've paid attention to it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Now it's an issue that I should have addressed then. And then when I do address it, you didn't say anything then. Why are you saying something now?
Right.
So I understand the red flag.
Yeah. I totally
I'm a walking
understand
red
that
flag,
too.
by the way.
Oh my God.
Whenever you see me walking down the street, I want everybody just red flag.
With no shirt on.
Yeah, no shirt. I'm the human plot twist.
Oh my God.
Whenever you see me, think plot twist.
Steve, I can't deal with you today.
Take your shirt off.
You know what really got me also, and I don't know how much more time you have, but why is it that when you dismiss a person from your life, when a person, wants to come back and you say no, you want a divorce, why is it that our culture will wait until that person finds someone and then want to take them back? I find that so greedy and selfish.
Honestly, personally, I've never done that. Once somebody dumps me, I celebrate.
Yeah.
I break out a nice, smooth, cool Colt 45, and I have myself a party. I get my pickled pig feet, my pork rinds, and my Colt 45, and I party. Once somebody leaves me, it's a celebration. I come over, I put my boots on your couch and everything.
He said he puts the boots on the couch.
You don't know what God is protecting you from, and that's how I look at life now.
That's right.
If somebody leaves me or if we have a relationship breaks up, I always tell myself now, as I've gotten older, God is trying to protect you from something down the line.
That's
a great way of looking at it. Or I just say, you know what? I messed up. I keep it moving. Because, I'm the villain in every story, so, I tie you to the railroad tracks and go,
I can't deal. But at least if you messed up, at least you say it.
Oh, if I mess up, I messed up everything. I'm always messing up. Human plot twist. Take your shirt off.
I can't stand you, Steve. Oh.
That's right.
Y'all.
You ladies have some great perspectives. I'm really learning a lot from this side of the fence. It's great that you ladies have such a fresh and intelligent perspective without emotion or anger, but you're giving like a quality conversation from an intelligent standpoint of experience, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we totally do. And
you gotta pray for me.
Can y'all pray for Steve?
Gotta pray for
somebody me. Get the oil. Well, don't get the oil like that, but get the oil when and pray for him.
I'm gonna read what Shanta
yeah,
Robinson.
I like that.
I'm going to disagree. Love ain't supposed to cause trauma on either side.
I agree.
It does cause trauma.
Why?
Because God loves you. And if you don't do what he say, there's going to be some trauma on the other side.
For disobedience and staying.
So love does have a bit of trauma.
I see what you're saying.
That comes with it. Love isn't always nicey, huggy, cradle and ice cream. Love have some hard lessons. When you correct someone, you're correcting them out of love. When you discipline someone, you're disciplining them out of love. When you're leading someone, you're leading them out of love. And a lot of time it doesn't look like a smiley face and a happy cookie. Sometimes it gets a little harsh, it gets a little demanding, it gets a little selfish, it gets a little dictative, but you have to do it with love. Love isn't always kissing you on the cheek and hugging you and making you feel great. That's not love all the time. That's actually enabling. When I say no, the answer is no. When my mother said, I need you to wash those dishes and I'm not going to ask you again, she meant what she said, but she loved me.
Right.
So love isn't always the bosom of happiness.
Yeah, I get
love
what you're
does
saying.
come with the side that makes you go, damn.
Hey, Evie.
Who's that lady up there? Hi. You on mute?
Yeah, you on mute, Evie. Unmute and just tell us what you think about what you've heard so far and your thoughts on the movie.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well.
All right. Hey, loyalties. God bless you all. Hey, Shanny Boo. Hey, Ted.
Hey.
Okay. So, I was reading the comments. God bless you all, by the way.
God bless
I was
you,
reading the comments, and I didn't see anyone speak objectively to the movie. It seems like it's a land of agreements. I put up a Facebook post after I saw the movie, and Tyler Perry and his greatness. I think people misunderstand what those of us who feel like the narrative is always the same. You know what I'm saying? They're misunderstanding our side. I'm a victim of domestic violence. I was talking to Tiffy the other day, and I've been through some stuff, like in my house wearing sunglasses type stuff. You know, running with 12 clips of drugs on me to the police station chasing a chick, and I come back to the bar and my boyfriend punched me in my face. You know what I'm saying? So I've been a victim, right? I understand narcissistic behavior, whether it be from a man, a family member, let me say that, whether it be sibling, mother, all of that. My deal is this. Greatness is greatness all the way through. And there are certain entities where Tyler Perry shows strong black women on BET+.
Oh, I've never watched it.
But with every movie, there's a violent man doing something to
I said
a
that.
fragile woman.
Steve said that when we were in.
I wasn't here for that. I thank you for that.
Yeah,
thank you for that. So I changed the narrative, right, of my questions and my comments, whether it be on Instagram or Facebook. And I said, okay, so how about we get a movie where the man gets some help, right? Where's that movie at? Where's the movie where there's a success story because the man was hurt and traumatized when he was young, right? Where the lady doesn't always have to run into the arms of another man to get over what she's going through traumatically from the man that's beating on her and all of that. She's still giving her soul away to a man instead of her getting help to find out why she's weakened in these areas, why she keeps gravitating to these men that are beating on her, right? Whether it's one man or another man, or you find another man to console you, and he's enabling, like you mentioned, sir, he's enabling that feeling by feeding into it instead of saying, look, sweetheart, okay, he resisted her twice, but go get some help. You just came out of an abusive marriage. I can't save you from that. So go get some help. Where's that script at? Where's the script at that the man who mama made him shoot his daddy and all of that, instead of him beating on somebody like he saw his mother get beat on, that's what he learned behavior. Why he not getting, before he get blown away with a double barrel rifle, right? Where's the success story? That they do get help, that they do learn from their mistakes, that they do become better people before they're in the grave.
No.
Because that would be a movie of accountability. And accountability is a dirty word like monogamy.
Black people don't see that. We have to be held accountable for what we do, right? So everybody goes, oh, but y'all missing the point, and this is what happened, and y'all down in Tyler Perry. Anybody down in Tyler Perry? We kind of seeing that same old stuff.
Yeah, that's what. Sophia, didn't you say that?
Take your shirt.
Yeah. Be realistic when you're. I Evelyn, before you came on, I said I commend him for having a platform that blacks can stand on, right? But be realistic when you're making plots for movies, because some of his stuff is not realistic at all.
Malika said,
you're on mute, Evelyn.
Malika has said, is Tyler Perry staying in his lane that sells? Can another writer, black producer, make those movies?
And Shantae Robinson said, well, let's go back to Little House on the Prairie. I love that show.
You know what? Me too, with Laura Ingalls.
But I get it. I like what Miss Evelyn said. That's Evelyn, right?
Yes.
I like what you said, but like I said, accountability is a dirty word.
Man, you're right. Shantae
It's a
said
dirty
they're
word.
not ready for it.
No one wants to look at a movie and say, whoa, that's me. Maybe I need to get help. Everyone wants to look at that movie and say, you know what? Bad man, good woman. Bad woman, bad man, good woman, bad man. It's accountability. When it looks you in the face, you have to look in that mirror and really look inside yourself and say, I have to make some changes.
Right.
That's an awakening that a lot of us aren't ready for because we like where we are and we think we're who we are and we're great at what we are. But sometimes you do have to look in that mirror and say, I was wrong and I can't repeat this cycle. And once we say that, then maybe we'll seek some help. Maybe. Y'all gotta pray. Y'all gotta pray for me before I take my shirt off.
Steve, they ain't ready for that.
Okay.
Look at Ev. Look at Ev. Ev is like,
I'm auditioning for the next movie, Evil Dark Skin. Don't vote for me. Evil Dark Skin.
Ev, Steve said Tyler Perry only has 6 foot tall, light skinned guys that come in. Well, Benji wasn't light skinned. He was
Take your
brown
shirt
skin.
off.
And he makes them all take their shirt off.
You're taking your shirt off
Rick
at some
Fox,
point in that movie.
Rick Fox with his fine self. Boris with his fine self. Yeah. Well, y'all, I'm glad that y'all tuned in tonight. And I'm grateful for the conversation. I think it opens up a whole lot that sometimes
made a good point.
Yeah, they made some very good points. Yeah, y'all on the Zoom, the loyalties and the comment section is popping. At the end of the day, it would have been, I would have loved to have seen more from that movie. Oh, snap. I forgot about the clips. Oh, well, it's all right. I'm going to show them real quick. Oh, Norm. When I clicked on it, it just popped up on this
I like what Miss Evans said about abusive relationship, because I was in an abusive relationship before.
I didn't do nothing. I just clicked on it. I just clicked right there, and then it popped up over here.
Were you the abuser or the abused?
Oh, I was abused. Yeah,
because women can do it too.
Yeah, I had a girl that used to hit me.
Nothing from you.
I really didn't react. She used to hit me, and people didn't believe it. But she used to hit me, and whenever she got upset, she'll punch on me and grab me and like smack me and stuff. And I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And then when I did react, I was the bad guy because I reacted wrong. My reaction should have been, "Don't touch me and leave."
I have 3 daughters, and ages 19, 35, and 39. My oldest daughter, when she was a teenager, she had a little boyfriend, and he said it's over. And she decided she was just going to go ham on him, right? She ended up with a black eye. Told her, I said, one thing you never do is put your hands on a man first and think he ain't supposed to hit you back.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
He's a human being just like you. Keep your hands off of someone else's child because they have a right to defend themselves and knock you all the way to hell out.
Shantae Robinson said I was dating Rihanna.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. That's hilarious. Yo, we're going to get into these clips real quick. Pardon the cursing if there is any. But at the end of the day.
I like cursing.
Oh, my God. I'm not doing this with Steve. I can't. Oh, my God.
We don't need nothing from you. You hear me? Let me get the hell out of here before I say what's on my mind. Huh?
You ain't right.
Boys, get Cody. Get him!
Come on, boy. Yeah.
Dallas.
Deacon, let him go. Back up, just let him go. Let him go.
Miss Linda. You did this! Hell no!
Now you watch your mouth in this church. We were trying to help you.
Mama, please. Please.
Mama, don't do that. Mama, don't do that.
No. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Please.
Oh my Lord, have mercy.
No.
Don't you dare.
You think I need these hand-me-down clothes that your mama gave me? Huh? I don't. We the Bertrands, baby, don't you forget it. And we don't need nothing from you. Y'all, get the boy. Get him. Get him. No! Not the casket. Take him out. Take him out! Oh, they gonna say it that they paid for this casket. Take him out of there.
How you gonna say we gonna get him out?
Take him out of there!
Come on, get him!
Man. Y'all, that part there. Okay. That part there. You could see at first he was hesitant. He said, Mama. That's what he said at first. He didn't want to do it. And that was Dallas. Dallas looked at her like, what? And you see what happened? I'm going to show y'all one more clip. And then I'm going to wrap it up and get myself together and go home. Where's that other clip at? I'm going to look for it right. Oh, Norm. Oh, I'm over here, Norm. I ain't do nothing. This time I didn't. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Aren't you glad to see me?
No, how did you get in the house? I changed all the locks, Dallas.
Ain't no lock to stop me from getting in my damn house.
No. You left this house. It's mine. And you need to leave.
Aren't you glad to see me?
No, how did
even with that, why would she? I'm just going to ask this one quick question. Benji was upstairs. Why she let that man run upstairs?
She couldn't stop
with the
him.
smirk on her face.
Right.
Like, upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that?
She expected Benji to jump up and beat him up.
And it didn't happen. He ended up putting him to sleep later. But for the most part, like, why would you even put Benji in that kind of situation?
Absolutely. Right.
She moved right on out the way and let that man, like, go ahead, go upstairs. Benji ain't had a clue. He ain't a clue.
Benji ain't have no clue.
Going upstairs. She fully dressed. Girl, bye. What are you doing?
But when she dragged him out that house, and when Benji put him in the truck.
After Benji put him to sleep?
After Benji put him to sleep. And then when he got in the truck, and she smacked him. I think when I looked at that, and I'm just going to say this and get ready to wrap up. I looked at that as she felt tired. If you listen to how she was going off on him, that moment of being sick and tired. Being sick and tired has a sound. And when I tell you, I listened to that voice, I said, oh, yeah, you done. You done.
But it took
all of that
to be with another man. All right, I'm pressing mute.
So does this mean we need to do a part 2, Steve?
I mean, I agree with Miss Evelyn. I mean, I think Benji was doing a little too much. Benji should have played his position and understood that this woman needed some space. I think Benji was way overly involved in the drama, and he didn't need that in his life. Let this woman work out her issues before you try to come in and start another relationship.
Right.
Can she breathe for a little bit before you give her another relationship responsibility and she's not finished with this one? That's my only critique of Benji.
Well,
but he tried.
He did.
And
Benji was such a
he took his shirt off.
He
said he took his
He was
shirt
doing
off.
fine.
I mean,
he said nobody but God that kept her. He should have kept going. But this is where Tyler Perry messes up.
I like that.
That's so because now the black man is weak. Now his testosterone done took over.
I like what Jonathan said. Jonathan Bowler said, "Heal before you deal." I like that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Good. That's all the way around. That's not with drug addiction. That's not with just with food addiction. That's with addiction to attention, addiction to love, addiction to the feel of needing to be loved. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Tiff, I'm getting all I'm muted.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I thank you guys so much for jumping on and for rocking with your girl. We are, and Steve, Thank you for coming,
Yes,
Steve.
thank you for having me. Ladies, I really learned a lot. Your perspective was refreshing.
Yeah.
Excellent perspective.
Everybody's perspective was just so valuable. It wasn't about, it acknowledged the trauma in his life. And that's something that we don't typically do. But I thank you guys. So Lord willing, if God says the same, I will see you guys next Tuesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. And thank you, Steph. If I see something come on good and I'm watching it, Steve, I'm calling you back for this discussion. Here we go. You know, whenever Steve is on, it's
Thanks
an
for having
automatic.
us.
He said, she said. You guys know that. Sophia, my pleasure. Thank you. Bye, Evie.
Thank you, Steffi.
Bye, Takesha. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening, all right?
You too.
Have a good night. Thank you, Steve.
We're off.